Have you ever woken up and thought, today is going to be a good day, a great day? You slept well the night before, you weren't in any altercation, disagreement, or fight with anyone, nothing terrible happened, not even mildly. You weren't triggered in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and you most definitely did not watch anything or listen to anything in the horror, gore genre. You weren't walking into the day already carrying a giant emotional backpack. And then somehow by 7 a.m., you are irritated, you're disappointed, your patience is gone, and you're looking at your children thinking, why am I even reacting like this? Nothing even happened. What in the world is going on with me? This episode is for you because sometimes the hardest parenting moments don't come after a disaster. Sometimes they come after a normal day that just didn't become the day you thought it was going to be. Welcome to Grounded and in Full Color, a neurodivergent mom's studio for motherhood, overstimulation, and building a life that actually fits your brain. I'm your host, Princess Ebony, autistic and ADHD mom of 3, and your favorite neurodivergent big sister on the internet. I want to start here. Being dysregulated does not mean you are a bad parent, but being dysregulated also does not mean you get to abandon responsibility, which I've lately learned is your ability to respond, like your response ability. Anywho, both things can be true. You can be overwhelmed, you can be disappointed, you can be overstimulated, you can feel like your life is not where you thought it would be, Ebony, and your children can still deserve gentleness, care. The goal is not perfection, again, Ebony. The goal is staying connected enough that your emotions do not become the entire atmosphere of your home. And I hope you have someone who can reflect this back to you in those hard moments, because I know my husband does a lot. My energy typically governs the energy, the mood, the vibe of the household, particularly once the sun goes down. It's like I'm most susceptible to like these smoky spirits that be lurking out there. Some of my hardest parenting moments have not happened when something huge went wrong. They happened when my expectations quietly suffocated and died. That sounds dramatic, I know. But if you know, you know. You wake up with the vision. Today I'm going to clean, run that errand, go to Goodwill. Today I'm going to work on my project. For me, it's like 4 times out of 5. 8 times out of 10 gonna be in Canva. Today I'm going to get ahead. I'm going to crack this code on my wealth and bring money into an account with my name on it. Today I'm going to finally feel like myself, get back to my pre-pregnancy, pre-motherhood weight. And then the day happens. Baby needs you. Someone spills something somewhere. Lately, it's been the laundry detergent on the carpet. And I only bring that up because it is one sensory experience I cannot float with. Oh my gosh. Likewise, the laundry multiplies like it's conducting a biological experiment of its own. Your plans disappear, and suddenly you're not just frustrated about the laundry, you're grieving, and you feel kind of shocked as to, like, this is where I'm at? Like, whoa, how did I get here? Grieving the version of yourself you thought you would be by now. College degree in hand, or like on your wall, and it's plaque. You're grieving the time you thought you had to become a millionaire. Do something with your 20s. You're grieving the progress you thought you should have made. Really? $49.61 in an investment account? And your child asks, Mommy, can you help me? And your nervous system hears, another thing you cannot handle. One thing I've learned about my own neurodivergent brain is that transitions are expensive. Not impossible, expensive. There is a cost going from creator mode to mom mode, planning mode to interruption mode, quiet to noise, thinking to touching. One task to completely different task. That switching requires energy. And when you add disappointment, oh my good heavens, the cost just creeps higher and higher like gas prices. Because now you're not just switching tasks, you are switching emotional states. And then there is the moment where you realize, wait, how long have I been doing this? How many hours have disappeared? Where is the time gone? It took us 3 hours to get ready to get out of the house. It's evening already. How many days have gone by like this? How many years? Am I actually moving forward? Can I survive an interaction with someone from high school, from my hometown? Or am I just surviving the same cycle over and over and over and over again? That realization can feel not just like a punch, but like someone squeezed, tightened your heart that's been in a vice. Because sometimes the anger toward our children is actually anger toward ourselves. Now, I understand I may be preaching to the choir at that point, but hear me out. It's not because we don't love them. It's because we love them enough that we want to be better. We want better for them. And my husband is quick to remind me, don't sacrifice whatever it is that you want, the life that you want with what you have now. The life that you have now. Don't give it up in your journey, in your pursuit for more, for better. And is also quick to reassure me that it's not shameful to want more or better. And when you feel like, we're failing, the shame can get pretty loud. It can get pretty loud. Now, this is where I have to be honest. For me, dysregulation can come with some very dramatic thoughts. I mean, I could sell this as a screenplay to Hollywood or Broadway. Which one does plays? The brain starts creating a courtroom. Suddenly, everything is evidence. Every unfinished project, every mistake, every time I lost my patience, every choice I made, and everything becomes, see, this is why you are not good enough. And that is the moment where we have to acknowledge that there is a choice, mama, because shame feels like accountability. Oh, is it sneaky? But shame usually makes us less capable of changing, growing, expanding. So what do we do when we are already flooded? 7 a.m.? Anyone? Not perfectly regulated, not magically peaceful. I mean, my name is Princess. Where's my fairy godmother all these years? Because you would very much heal an inner child, little 7-year-old princess if you had her like chained up somewhere and she wasn't able to help me this whole time. Just slightly more available. But outside of that, here we go right here. Step 1, name the state. Before correcting your child or your partner, your spouse, or anything, name yourself. Check the actual feeling sensation of the emotion. Not I feel angry, upset, or frustrated, but like there's heat in my face, tightness in my shoulders, my heart rate has risen a little bit, and I feel like running or stamping my feet up and down. You can say, mommy is overwhelmed and this is what I'm feeling. Use anything that I just said. Or I'm feeling disappointed. I'm frustrated because today did not go how mommy expected it to be. This is not for your child to fix. Remember this. This is for your brain to stop treating the emotion like an emergency. Step 2, separate the child from the feeling. Your child is not the reason your life feels hard. I'll say that again. Your child is not the reason your life feels hard, Ebony. Your child is just the person standing closest to you while life feels hard. And are they standing real mighty close? Those are different. The toddler asks for a snack is not responsible for your unfinished dreams. Baby needing you is not proof that you're trapped. Yeah, note to self, baby is not proof that you are trapped, even if you're breastfeeding. Well, I'll say especially if you're breastfeeding. The child asking the same question 17 times is not evidence that you made the wrong choices. Tiny humans are basically adorable chaos triggers that you have let run around with unfinished, access or unmaintained boundaries, unfinished brain software on your end, not theirs. 3 times out of 5. They are not masterminds of personal inconvenience. It just feels that way. Step 3, lower the bar without removing the boundary. Gentle parenting does not mean I have no limits because I'm overwhelmed. It means I can hold the limit without making my child carry my emotions. From little princess to grown-up princess. For every stage of woman that we've been in, when I say that, please hear me when I say children are not responsible ever for an adult's emotions, actions, behaviors. It may be on that adult that they have handed the child the remote and the triggers to said emotion, action, behavior, feeling, or emotion. But my God, no way is a child responsible. No matter how upset and vindicated and justified and how much pressure there's on you that you're trying to release, again, off onto the closest being, little person next to you. Not necessarily a little person, but oftentimes not, it's going to be a little person with moms. Instead of, stop asking me, I already told you. Ooh, guilty. Try, I hear you. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm going to answer you after I take a deep breath. I got 2 out of 3 on that one. My children are quick to say, from Daniel, Tiger's Neighborhood, when you want to roar, count to 4. I think it's like stop and take a breath too, but still, they are quick to tell me and they'll run and tell daddy, oh no, mommy's frustrated. I have to get them out of saying, oh no, because not everything is a oh no worthy event. Instead of, why can't you just listen? Try, we're having a hard moment. Let's try again. I'm good on that. Let's try again. No matter what, I would go, hey, rewind, reset. Let's try that again. And sometimes you will mess up. You will mess up. You will raise your voice. You react. We are human. We're mamas. And as women particularly, there's some notion out there that we are not allowed to express or feel anger like it's an elusive creature like a unicorn sitting on our shoulders. We do say something we wish we hadn't. The goal is not pretending that it didn't happen. The goal is repair. Mommy got frustrated. I didn't handle that the way I wanted to. You did not deserve to be yelled at. Mommy forgot to remember to practice her calm. Children do not need a parent who never struggle. Also because I feel like you're just setting up your child to struggle a whole lot when they are adults. Correct me if I'm wrong. Any older moms in here? Older moms, let me know if you had the money, you had the support, and everything was smooth sailing for your child. What have you overheard from that child express about their work ethic, their drive? Is it there? Is it a real underdog up-and-coming story? Or something you didn't quite expect? Because I've heard something, but it was from a single dad's perspective. I think I heard like 2 or 3 of them, like from memoirs, autobiographies, and books. But I don't really remember hearing it from like mom either. Anywho, the point is that children need a parent who can demonstrate what happens after, the struggle. Now here's a tiny reset ritual. When you notice, your jaw tightening, your shoulders rising, your thoughts speeding up, I think I heard from a guest I interviewed, a Ferrari engine with bicycle brakes. Yeah. When you hear the I regret everything spiral beginning in your noggin, try 1, put both feet on the floor, barefoot as much as possible. 2, name the physical sensation that is happening within your body. Not the name that we've attributed to certain emotions, because there's no way we all experience the same emotion the same way. They're not universal like it's just the language we use. And then there are also so many languages in the world. There's 300. Name what is happening. The pressure, the tightness, the location, the intensity. And 3, create physical counter pressure to the sensation. For example, clench your fists, press your hands together through the palm of your heels, push your feet into the ground, give your nervous system a physical signal, I am here. The hardest part of motherhood is not always the work. Sometimes it is the meeting the version of yourself that appears when the work becomes too much. The angry version, the disappointed version, the exhausted version, the version that wonders, how did I even get here? And learning to meet that version with compassion instead of punishment. Because your children are not only watching how you behave when life is easy, they are watching what you do when life is hard. That reminds me of a song I created in tandem with AI, which I will definitely link in the description. Children are learning. Do we run from ourselves? Do we attack ourselves? Or do we come back? You do not have to become a perfectly regulated mother. You have to become a mother who knows the way back and can pave the way, just like for Dorothy and Wizard of Oz. Because repair is a skill, gentleness is a practice, and the beautiful, messy truth is you can love your children deeply and still be learning how to hold yourself. Now, your tiny experiment before the next episode is to give your children some language that can act as a reminder for when you get caught off guard by your own expectations or triggers. Like for me, I said I help them with remembering from Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, when you want to roar, count to 4, so that when they can see you get upset, you will be reminded. Again, please don't get triggered by that because we're setting this up for ourselves. To count, take a deep breath, get that counter pressure. Remember, come up for some air. Don't take it out on the children or the people closest to us, which are probably our children. You are not trapped. Don't judge the results, just collect the information. Because around here, we're not looking for more reasons to criticize ourselves. We're learning how we work. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.